All right. Hey, y'all, it's Pizza Hut, and we are back for our last in the series of the Pizza on Safari. Um, I contemplated doing another episode. Normally, what I try to do is just, I've been doing, I guess, is just hunting every drink zone as I learn about the maps, the animals, the times they're out, and just generally do what I do, which is shoot pretty much anything while I'm out and about anyway. But, just kind of I figure that way people know at least an idea. They can find some zones where certain animals hang out, their times, etc. So it can offer a varying amount of, if you're new to the map, educational sources as far as, general map knowledge. You, of course, get my thoughts, feelings, and views, which, are all my personal opinions. Take them or leave them, it's fine. And, you know, I, I think I've explored Africa enough for right now. I just feel like in a couple more episodes in this, and I'm just gonna be ready. It might it'd be a minute before I came back, so I thought, you know what, let's keep the map a little fresh in my head, so I can revisit it here and do some more hunting. So the only thing I didn't really, the only zone animal that I didn't go after their drink zone was the kudu. So I didn't quite finish the uh, the wildebeest. So, but I did. I did an episode looking for wildebeest. But yeah, midnight to four is just not. I can get kudu out and about there in the mornings and all over the place. So I'll come back here on another hunt and I'll do a video most definitely of some nighttime kudu hunting. But first things first, I've had enough of night hunting. That was another thing. So many night zones here. Pizza's just not a big fan. So let's go. I don't know. Let's set it to Gibbs by time. How about that? There we go. And let's switch the binos. Here. And I already did an ammo check, so that's good. And I just think I'm gonna wander down to the water, see if there's anything to shoot while warthog. Yeah, why not go down there and look for some warthog, right? We'll come in by the stand and see if we can see anything to possibly shoot and kill on the way there. All right. So I'm gonna do a series on every single map. Is my plan, but I had maps that weren't. Oh, uh, for varying reasons. Mississippi came out after. Well, I started doing these with the red deer, great one. Actually, I was just doing a video in Quattro and I saw a floating tower and I thought that was hilarious. And then I thought, you know what? I do a lot of hunting. I'm always thinking, man, I wish I had this stuff recorded so I could come back and, hey, there's that diamond I shot and reminisce, or hey, man, you can. Why did you blow this so badly on this hunt, or And I do. I notice a lot of times. Like I've been able to notice, like I'm really not the greatest at switching back and forth through my ranging. If I'm using like let's say a bow or a shotgun, and I have multiple ammo, sometimes less so on that, but I'll forget to switch the ammo out. I'll shoot something, I'll shoot a duck with buckshot by mistake or something, you know what I mean? And that helps me become a better gamer and learn my own issues. I found that in watching my videos, I spot because of the way I spot so quickly. like this. I'll run it, just to see if I can get a hitbox on something. Uh, I'll hit it, but I'll hit it so fast I'll miss it. But when I go back to watch the video, I'm like, man, you must have spotted like 4 or 5 animals that you didn't really take a look at. You just kind of ran the binoculars of them. I do. I don't know if this is the right way to put it. I don't overshoot. I don't think you can shoot too many animals. But when I get into certain situations where I've killed like 4, 5, 6 animals, I have a tendency to leave or forget animals. And I guess the theory is that if you don't ever pick them up, they're just deleted from the game, and that's one less animal on your map. I don't know if I'm buying that. That seems like a weird mechanic because eventually you could just shoot everything and not pick it up and have nothing on your map, or you could shoot all of the kudu on this map and never pick them up and never have kudu on your map if you don't like kudu. I don't know. Can I shoot just the weak ones and leave them and only pick up the big ones? Because people seem to think that if you pick up big ones, they get bigger. Where are you? I mean, I would be very doubtful that it's there. Well, we'll give it a call. It seems we have a very angry wildebeest about us, so you hang out here, buddy. I think I saw him just run off. Oh, no, he's sticking around. A 3. Oh, he's gonna come in. What do you think, pistol? I'm thinking pistol. Just because of the range. Oh, he doesn't know, huh? Yeah. I had a little lion yelling at me, but we'll see. I've heard that noise a lot on this map. Alright, yeah, we're good. Hello, my friend. How are you today? Oh, not so good, huh? Yeah. Oh, I like the coloring on this one. Give me a marker. Oh, you even have a marker. Alright. No, not confirmed, Joby. And and was part of my thinking. I'm coming down here to look for Gemsbach, but really, I'll shoot anything. So I have hunted kudu, quite a few, gotten some nice ones, and I kind of consider that, like I said. No, I didn't go beat up their water zones, but I definitely looked for them and shot quite a few. So, like I said, it kind of rounds out the need, I think, to just go get that one zone. I decided to go peek at this lion if I can see it, just because the last time I did it, I found a diamond lion and shot it in the guts. Yeah, and unfortunately, it got over a ridge before I could get a second shot in it. Yeah, them's the breaks, but you never know. So I thought I'd go have a peek. But the reason I was pointing out is that I haven't really. Oh, is this a feed zone? Much hunting on well, this map in particular, is it used to be very glitchy for me. Oh yeah, jackal. Okay, but I could only usually get about 30. We might get eaten. 30 to 40 minutes of gameplay, sometimes a little longer, sometimes a little less. And it would glitch out. It would just get too laggy to even play. So essentially, that map and Parquet were not unplayable, but not really being able to play in a manner that was made sense. So I'm gonna get up here a little bit. He's still growling, so maybe I can call this thing. Holy crap! Did I just make a huge mistake? Okay. Hey, buddy. I think I got him. Is he dead? He's not dead. He's not dead. You're not dead. What is he? Is he stuck? Oh, man. Okay, he's down. He's down. I think he got stuck, you guys. Woo! Now that is why I like coming to this place. That was exciting. It's like, maybe I'll call him in. And then over right as... there he is. Hey, buddy. I don't even know what you are, but I think one of those shots was good, right? We got some decent blood around here. Here we go. Yeah, we did. We got him. We might have got two good one in him. He's just a big boy. Guess we'll find out. You are a 5. We'll take it. Oh, that first one was garbage. Yeah, it was way too low. Oh, I was ranged at 80 some odd yards. But the second one was a good one. All right, let's get the scoop back in. Put you at nice medium range. Get to this. Head to the water. Get to the point. All right. So yeah, Parquet is probably where I'm going after this. I'll probably do a hunt in Quattro. I'm just about completely set up there for my red deer grind. A few more tripods and maybe another 10 or something. But basically, I've got it set up. So I mean, I've said it in multiple videos. You don't need all that stuff to grind animals. It helps. It is super helpful. It makes it easier. Keeps the pressure down. But I mean, especially in a place like Quattro where you can work the lakes and just kind of walk around them. If the wind's in your favor, you can do a lot of work just walking. So I'm hopping from lake to lake and pulling pressure off. But anyway, yeah, I want to do some videos there, and then I want to go to Parquet, which is, like I said, the other park that I've had for a while, but just haven't really been able to do much actual hunting on. But just like any kid in a hunting game, I'm a old man kid, not a kid at heart. Um, you want to go to Africa and you want to shoot the big game, right? That's that's just what I wanted to do. So since I hadn't had much opportunities to do, but just a little bit of spot hunting and looking for certain animals, I tried to get a warthog and a gamsbok and a kudu, and what I mean. I thought this would be a good place to come and flush out because I had some opinions on this map already from hunting it some, and I thought, let's see if I'm wrong or if I'm right at the end of the video as far as how I felt towards my first impressions and hunting here early on. So here we are. We have finally made it. Excuses for ending the series without going after the kudu at night have been made. And we killed a lion. So I think it's a great way to start this video as we creep down to the water. Alright, so I came here after Mississippi as my last big series. Well, Mississippi was the real last big series. And then over the holidays, I did some hunting in the Yukon, which I had a blast with. So much fun. And a little bit of map hopping before I settled on the idea of doing another full series ish in Brahunga Savannah. When I got here, I didn't have much as far as zones were concerned. I had hit the map for just one, really, Gimsbach. Early morning zones are pretty much my favorite. So I went after them first. And decided to start filling in my map. So when I came back, I had Gimsbach, some Gimsbach zones already on the map. So I started out with those guys. And then worked my way through all the day critters, and then eventually got to the nighttime hunting. I knew, well, I was fairly certain from hunting this place before that I figured the nights around the water were going to be fairly busy. I was not mistaken. Um, Not unusual, for animals to have multiple animals drinking on the same spot. That kind of makes sense to me. And then also, I don't think there's going to be much in here. But uh, also, I figured, I'd find plenty of animals on the drink at night, I guess is what I'm saying. So I was not disappointed. There are animals on this map have multiple drink times. And the only things that are really specific to a certain time seem to be the kudu and their drink zone from midnight to 4 a.m. So they don't have a second drink time that I'm aware of, anyway. But I'm not sure if the wildebeest. I think they only drink in the evening as well. So yeah, got another piggy zone. I don't see any piggies. I'm a big fan of the warthog on this map. I'll say that real quick. They have attacked me multiple occasions. I have been pig attacked before, but not much. One time I was thinking about it. I can recall one time in New Zealand when one got me really good, and then I wasn't realizing. I think that's how it went down. Either I got hit by a pack and then hit by one and killed me, or hit by one and hit by a pack and it killed me. Uh, it's but really it seemed like the one pig was coming after me and the others I just pathed right into where they were running to a little piggy stampede. And I've had a couple peccary come after me, but that's it really. And we're talking hours and hours of hunting, so I haven't spent too much time on this map. I'd say 20 plus hours at this point, and like, yeah, 3 pig attacks. So if you want to fight some pigs, this is a good place to come, I think. Where are we moving to? Yeah, we'll go this back way. Why not? We're talking and walking more so than hunting. But you always want to keep your eye out, right? So my basic strategy when I got here was go back after Gimsbach. I had a blast. I love shooting them, and I'll definitely be back to this map to keep on hunting Gimsbach. Uh, During the Gimsbach time, you can come across lions, obviously, wandering around. They drink, I think, I know they drink from noon to like 3 in the afternoon or something like that. I think they have a early morning, late night type drink thing as well. So you can kind of find them lingering around. And then you spot kudu and springbok. Again, sort of not on the drink, but in the general areas. Uh, so as far as that's concerned, hunting here. I've had a good time hunting here. I would really enjoy the species a lot. Uh, who doesn't want to shoot a lion or a big giant gimp buck? We're not calling those guys on. Yeah. And so what I found for me is that on any map I'm going to enjoy hunting during the day much more than night. And when you have a time where you can actively be in a certain area, searching for a certain animal, and you can pick off others, a bonus to me, even better. So I had a lot of fun looking for those game spot, bumping into the different animals. I actually shot a fair amount of kudu and warthogs while also picking up these game spot. It was a species that I hit the map, before, and started right back into beating up as soon as I came back in. It didn't take too long before I got a diamond gim spot. Uh, so that was just the icing on the cake for me. I just thought that was fantastic, and considering that it happens to be a species that I've discovered that I really enjoy hunting, like black buck, is a new species of deer that I found as well that I really like. Um, that was a big plus, big plus. And the kudu too. I really love shooting those guys. So springbok are all right. They're fun as well. But as I started looking, and I'll go to my map here shortly. Uh, I went to the river. I thought, well, from the little bit of hunting time that I'd spent on Parquet with the Cape Buffalo, or not the Cape Buffalo, the water buffalo, I figured, all right, well, let's run around those rivers and find all these buffalo. The river here, which surrounds the entire map, bing, I don't know if you ever noticed, but you're basically on a weird little island in the middle of the savannah. Uh, I found some things that frustrated me. One, not a ton of zones. Do I have all the zones through here? No, definitely not. But these are my Cape Buffalo zones, and you can see they're a good 100 plus yards away from the water, but this is where the drink zones are. So if you walk the water's edge, not only will you not be in necessarily the best position to shoot these guys, but especially down here, you might not even catch a zone indicator because you're too close to the water. So I was like, all right, I got to pull myself off. I thought I hit another spot, found pretty much the same situation. And then I was like, you know what? The river doesn't really make sense to me on this map. Let me focus on, at least for video purposes, the lakes where I figured I could find, you know, hopefully multiple species bunched up like it did. Uh, Scared off something. So yeah, that diamond game spot got me jazzed and got me kind of excited back into it. But I would definitely say that hunting along the river, looking for Cape Buffalo zones, put a negative spin. And so my first two episodes, I was kind of like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. I'll definitely say that my fondness for this map has grown over the series, and that it's more enjoyable than I would say my attitude portrays in the first couple episodes, and then I guess you'll see it pick up uh, over time. Now, what do I love about this map? Sorry, I have to listen in, hunt. What do I love about this map? It's beautiful. I mean, look at this. You've got a variety of places you can hunt. You've got mountainous terrain. You've got kind of, I don't know if desert is the right word, but I mean, you have some rocky flatland type stuff, and then you have some grasslands where the grass is just like this, is so thick, and then you've got the river where you've got a lot of thick brush and trees, and then you've got just open plains, and it's absolutely stunning. It's a good looking map. I really enjoy it. Uh, a lot of sunshine, obviously, where we're at, but you do get rain, and I enjoy that as well. Um, after hunting Mississippi, or if you watch my Mississippi series, you might think, "Ah, this guy just doesn't want to hunt in the rain." I just don't want to hunt in the rain 24/7. It's not like that. I do enjoy a challenge, and I consider Teowar to be one of my top 3 favorite maps, and I spend a lot of time there. And if you didn't know, it rains a lot of fog there too. But because when I started really getting back to looking for animals on the water, on the lakes anyway, um, it turned into more of the style of hunting that I appreciate, which is, a mixture of getting some long shots in, getting close and personal, creeping through the brush, and just being able to hit a variety of different animals. I mentioned my ADHD all the time, and it's a factor. I must be entertained. Uh, so yeah, when it started to blend into a bit more of what I consider my style of hunting, if I call that collar again, and while hitting the water, I realized that this is going to be a map that's kind of probably like uh, Colorado, Silver Ridge, where you want to really find those feed zones too. Rest zones too, but to find those herds and see those animals and start getting those shots, this is definitely a map you want to. You can hunt the water and focus on it too, but I think if you really want to get the variety of animals and just more shots, you're gonna want to kind of you know do some walking in between your water sources, and even particularly hunt certain zones, or I mean, look for certain zones. I guess is a better way to put it. You know, if it's easier to get those. Hey, how you doing? If it's easier to get those springbok on the feed zone, then obviously you want to try to do that. But since when I do these series, I focus mostly on the water and just pick up those other zones around there. You know, I wouldn't call this map massively flushed out. We got wide areas where there's just nothing. Pizza hasn't been through here. You can tell by all the question marks. I haven't even barely spent any time in this region at all. So I'll let you make your own choices on that. I'd say work the water first and then worry about filling in zones later. But this is definitely going to be one of those zones where you want to really find your animals also on the feed times. Whereas in a map like Quattro, I mean, you can really focus on the water zones and basically just hunt those. So style and preference, I guess, begins to play into that. There's rabbits. All right. I think I already have this in there. Yeah. Let's see if we can scare anybody. Oh. Mr. Piggy might have headed out. I would have. This crazy guy wandering through the woods talking about Africa. What's happening? He's got a gun. He shot a lion. Alright. Yeah, let's move. And then another thing, of course, I wanted to do was get acquainted to the map so I can know, okay, this zone's good for this. Where's a spot I can go to and say, okay, I know game spot right here. I know this is the lake where there's 3 lion zones, and I can go here to find all the springbok. Which for me makes the map more attractive and brings me probably coming back here. The chances of me coming back here to do some more hunting makes it much higher. Where are you? Make sure we got the right bolts in here. And we'll hang out and see if he comes in. So, obviously, my opinion began to change. But I can say this definitely. This is a fun map. It's a good map, but it's not going to be like a top 5 map for me. It's not going to be one of those places where I'm just, you know, I'm spending tons of time on. Other than coming here, for fun to hunt a specific animal. I'll be back for lion and Cape Buffalo, springbok, gemsbok, and kudu for sure. Um, like any map, I'm just not a big fan of twos. I just don't really care that much. Uh, so yeah, I'll probably come back and shoot some jackals too at some point. Kind of like the idea of the jackals. Um, but yeah, like you take a map like New Zealand or Quattro or Silver Ridge, Leighton Lakes, even Hirschfeld. I spend a lot of time on those maps, uh, targeting animals or just wandering around and shooting stuff. They're good maps for that. And this map, like I said, I see myself taking safaris. I'm glad I named the series this way. I mean, I can't imagine how many Call of the Wild series for going to Virhunga they're called going on safari, but I had to make one too. Peer pressure, y'all. I caved. I caved. But yeah, I think that was appropriately named because that's probably how I'll treat this map. You know, a place I come to visit and have fun, quick hunts and pick out certain animals and beat them up and look for that diamond lion again, and you know. But yeah, like I said, it's just not. It's not going to be a top tier, heavily visited map. But for these guys right here hollering, yeah, I'd definitely be interested in coming back. I've had a lot of fun. I've only gotten eaten once, so I guess that's good. Well, in this series, I have been killed two times for sure. It's kind of cool. Unlike the wolves, where you can pretty much decimate a pack and blow out your zones as much as you like. Lion's tricky, man. The lion gets you, that's, you're dead. So that, because you can even take a hit from Cape Buffalo and survive, but I mean, it's an insta-kill, isn't it, with the lion? Which I feel kind of makes sense. I don't know how I'd feel about a lion that could run up and pop me 2 or 3 times. I might not like that. But yeah, they definitely add a certain excitement to the map. And in an enjoyable way that I like. It's also nice to have an animal that, will attack you and hunt you, but unlike the wolves, or especially the Iberian wolves, it feels less like a gimmick. And that's really, I've shot a ton of Iberian wolves. Like I said, that's one of my favorite maps, COTW. But I just think the Iberian wolves are kind of silly. They kind of remind me of the wolves in the Long Dark. They're just like, what? Are we in a situation where the wolves are all starving and need human meat and they just can't help themselves? Because you get attacked a lot. And very randomly, Here, when I've been killed by lions, it's because I'm doing stuff like this. I don't know, walking towards them, chasing down their roars, looking for them in their zones, You want to fight some wolves? Just walk anywhere on the map, it feels like sometimes, in Spain. So, I guess it's more of a knock on. There we go. More of a knock on Spain than it is this map, isn't it? Eesh. Oh. Quick, quick, quick. I hear him. Oh. There he is. There's another one. He's dead. Or she. I couldn't even really tell.
You've got the hunter's sense. Follow those tracks.
What tracks? I just shot a lion, dude. I follow those tracks. Yeah, that felt like a good hit. I didn't think it was going far. Well, except to the part where I jumped up, pulled my scope off, and was ready to die. It is a lion. Alright, I think I see blood from here, so we're good. Creep out here. I did hear another lion roaring though, so. Yeah, we're good. Alright, rascal. Let's pick this dude up before His friends come for the vendetta. Man, get over here. Uh, yeah, don't no rush. There you go. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Oh, okay. There he is. Hey, buddy. Well, we got you good, huh? Not really gonna be able to see him. Oh, nice looking though. Oh, it's a little darker. Not hating it. What did we get? Gold, baby. All right. Right lung and liver. Oh, that liver. Light. Yes, rascal. Thank God. If you didn't keep barking while I was picking it up, what would we ever do? A couple lions on this Gimsbach hunt, you know. It's kind of how it goes with people. All right. I'm going to jump to another spot and actually look for a Gimsbach. But yeah, you know, once you get on the map and once you start flushing it out and finding where the animals are, getting those zones, getting animals on the map, it definitely picks up the pace a little bit here. You know, I know that this isn't a map that's necessarily known for its density of animals. And if you think, well, how does that relate? Well, if you look at the density of the animals on, let's say, Silver Ridge, packed, right? You could throw a rock and hit an animal. As to Medved, which I think is the lowest density, where you can just wander forever and not see anything. You know, I'm not sure. I figure Medved it's kind of like this map, where it's just so big, you know, that I'm just gonna take a peek here because I almost always spot some animals down here, no matter what time it is. There's a 4 right there. And I believe they're still drinking. So it's always the same. Whenever I fast travel there, this guy's wandering around. Coming into the zone. And this one's always just sitting there. It's weird. But it's about to go off. Let's just reset the time. See where that puts that dude, huh? I'm thinking now they're going. I'm gonna move it ahead. Playing with time. Interesting. I'm doing my own experiments. I don't feel like animals just render in like they used to when you change the time. That's a theory of mine I'm working on. We're going to see. Does it sometimes work? Yeah. But I don't think it quite works like it used to. Like, I used to rely on it as like a, just, that's how the game worked, you know. There we go. There we go. See, they're coming in. That's the 4. And that's the 3. I think they're going to trade places, which I'm gonna kind of be appreciative of. So we'll go down here. I don't need to sneak right yet. All right, let me give myself an indicator. There we go. And pop this 4. So yeah, this is a good place to hunt Gimsbach and lion. Like I said, I mean, I tried to shoot one from the porch once, and didn't get it. But no, I did. I got a lion from the porch, I think. Yeah, of course he's not going to stand on the easy part, is he? I mean, and again, look at this. Absolutely stunning. Just looks great. Pizza, why aren't you in the box? Because I can't shoot out of the side of the box, so I wouldn't have a shot here at all. In fact, let's get into critiquing the map. So the hunting stands or hunting blinds, because that's what you mostly have on this map, are garbage. I'm generally an advocate for buying some of these and spending some money on these. A lot of you, people you watch and YouTubers and stuff will tell you, no, don't bother. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. It's not. You can get, depending on the map, where Silver Ridge has a ton of hunting stands, some ground blinds. What you'll find is that at 2,100 a pop, you can get 7 for like I think 14,000 and some change. Whereas one tripod or tree stand is going to run you 16 grand. The stands there are pretty well set up, and some of them are just almost OP for the ability for you to hunt there. Multiple animals. It's on zones. It's on an animal highway. It's ridiculous. It's what the hunting stands in this game, in my opinion, should be. And these are the exact opposite. Now, the elevated stands are fine in this one. You can see around them. You can shoot at them just fine. That's not the real problem. Awesome. Look, I picked up a cooties in. Well, heck, I could go back to the water, set it to like, and it's 6:30. I could set it to 5:30 and just run around looking for cooties. So I probably have some that way. Might have been a bit disappointing going looking for cootie at night anyway. Yeah, I wondered if I was going to get a shot on this guy. But these things are terrible. Absolutely, they're 1,700 bucks, and you can't shoot out the back or the sides of it. It can only shoot forward, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what happened again and again. They're either beside it or behind it. So if you want to get in here and maybe be able to shoot these kudu at midnight, go for it. Otherwise, yeah, I was a bit disappointed. And this is an older map, and you can tell with the older maps that the hunting stands and the hunting blinds were just kind of like an afterthought. I believe in the original or the older versions, they didn't even provide cover. You had to like duck inside of them. So, and I've said it before. I think in Hirschfeld and Leighton Lakes too, in particular, there's stands set up for you to call animals in. They're not necessarily right on the zone or right on the highway, or but they're near enough where you can call some animals in. My wind is going to wreck this. I might just go ahead and shoot this 3 because I'm not really, Oh, I got a terrible angle on him now, don't I? But look at him, look at him. Right beside the box. So yeah, a bit of an advocate for hunting stands on other maps. I will say, after Silver Ridge, it just seems to go downhill again in one direction and pick up in another. Where in the hunting blinds, the garbage little crap boxes is what I call them. You're definitely getting less of those. But so on Mississippi, most of the stands are going to be elevated, right? But you'll notice there's not a ton of hunting stands on Mississippi. And it's something I feel the developers have really gotten away from. They just don't care. They don't want to do it. They don't find the mechanic as valuable. I suppose. And a lot of people complained about it too, I noticed. He had to come right into my wind, didn't he? Yeah, I think he smelled me and ran. That or this lion chased them all. See that noise? Is it like the fox and the wolves? Is it just the noise sometimes? Because I don't get any sound indicator like that. Hey, there's a kudu over there. Well, it seems all I did was pull the gims block off and drag him right into my scent. Not sure if that's going to work out well for me. But we'll call. Maybe we can get the kudu to come in. And you can see I have a hard time sitting still too. But hunting stands, just wouldn't recommend them here. What are you doing? Oh, 3. Flee, my friend, flee! Walk into me so I can't move and get in front of my shots. Best dog ever. Yeah. So yeah, forget the stands. Get a couple if you want. I mean, usually what I do, I mean, I got a bunch of money at this point, so I'll buy ones that I'm like, if there's too many animals on a particular spot, you know what I mean? I can't. If you have more than 2 animals on a zone, you can't see it. So if I have, like, let's say a zone that has 3 or 4 animals on it, and let's say it's got a really good Gemsbach on it, and I don't see any Gemsbach. Yeah, I didn't think I got them in there. Oh, maybe I did. Then I'll buy the hunting stand and say, oh, there's got to be a reason for me to be in here. I paid for the stand. Even if I'm not going to hunt it. But that's definitely, if you're trying to, if you're a beginner or you're new to the game, that is a terrible idea and a bad way to save money. I love watching them just hop back in here. They're so cute. Friggin' adorable. But I think I chased their male off in the other direction. Oh, here comes a hoppy. We spread them out pretty good, huh? There's a 3. A 3. Look at them all. There's a 4. Let's see if I can find him again. Yep. How far? Not too bad. I like the dark gray ones. I think they're cool looking. I think that's my hoppy boy right there. Better keep running. Not sure I got him. Heads down. Nah. I think I was just off. Well, I'd rather miss than wound him. Nah. Where's this guy? Grab that. Well, there was an actual marker. There it is. Oh. Closer than I thought, maybe. Why don't you hush up? Another thing I'd like to point out, and I've been pointing out, and I'm going to keep pointing out until, you know, it's super obvious. You'll never guess which way my wind's blowing. Earlier, when it was blowing at the kudu, now it's blowing at the lion. It's weird. How does it do that? No, they're back. Alright. We get another shot at this guy or what? I bet he's one of these hobbies back here. Like that one. It's a 3. You hanging out towards the back there, smarty pants? Oh. Hello. Oh, good. I can see the zone. Oh, well, maybe I'll hang out. There's a 3. The trick is, if he's already in there, he's probably blocked. Or he will be soon. There. Just, there's one right. I think I got him. I swear it looked like one jumped over him right in front of the bullet. It'd probably be my luck. I guess we'll call that good. Let's go in there all Terminator stuff. since we're not really shooting anything right now. But I appreciate this pressure over here, then I can go look somewhere else for game spot. And like I said, this is what I like. You know. Shooting springbok on my Gemsbok hunt. Looking for a jackal or a lion in the woods, you know. While you're doing that, fantastic for me. So let's move the praise to some criticism and talk about, and it's really, this is a personal opinion for the most part. Uh, I know I'm not a big fan of hunting at night. I'm not a big fan of the night vision stuff. And, alright, we don't care. Where's this? Come here. Gold. Yeah, that was a much better shot. Not bad. 105. I think they're, what, 110? Yeah, 110 is diamond. Nice gold springbok. There are a lot of animals on the drink at night. Yes, and ones you want to go after too. You know, the Cape Buffalo are out, the wildebeest are out, the kudu are out. What else? Is there something else I'm missing? Anyway, there's plenty of hunting at night. Good hunting too. I noticed huge springbok herds at night, where I was finding, you know, zones in the daytime with 3 or 4. Hey, buddy, ma'am. Now, earlier I had, when the lions were in their zones, they would lay down, stand up, lay down, stand up, lay down, stand up, lay down, stand up. This lady actually seems to be chilling in her zone, so that's good. Hopefully they fix that. Or maybe it was just my game glitching. I don't know. But at night, there's the. There we go. Some of the detractors for me for night hunting are being able to, you know, see as much. Obviously, well, that's dumb, pizza. It's hard to see at night. Yes, it's hard to see at night. You can't find random zones and what have you, and just see the animals. Walking by randomly. A lot of times, some of my best hunting comes from just seeing some movement out of the corner of my eye. Hey guys, guess which way my wind's blowing? Yeah, I just went downhill. Well, let's try to move our scent off the lion. See how that works. Super, super easy. I'm a real, like I said, I have a theory that when you put a marker on the map, when you walk in a direction for a certain amount of time, if there's a call, you can almost count on your wind being in that direction. And while wind should be a factor in hunting, in for multiple varying reasons, and I get you want to, yeah, I thought you want to add some difficulty and whatnot. I understand. But it feels like the wind is always going in the direction I'm trying to hunt. And that's a bit much for me. So, not a fan of night hunting on a map with a lot of night hunting and a lot of animals at night. Like I said, huge herds, big piles of Cape buffalo, big piles of springbok. You know, it's definitely, if you're into that and you don't mind having, you know, either a really, the scope, the night vision scope is just, you know, it's not good. But if you'll watch videos, you notice most hunters like do something kind of like what I do, where they'll take the binoculars, but they don't. They don't use the scope at all. Yeah. Maybe I can sneak up on them. I don't know. So that right there is going to knock it down a little bit in my eyes. But I'm going to say two things. One, obviously, that's my personal opinion. I don't like night hunting. Two, with the night vision setup that you have, I don't know. I just don't know. I can't tell you how many times I've heard the YouTubers and random videos that I watch, people just, you know, they don't really night hunt. So I kind of think I'm also speaking for the group, at least a section of it, right? But if you don't care, and there's plenty of people that don't care about that at all, and more importantly, the tons of people that love it, hey man, this is the map for you. Yeah. And it's weird. Like, even though I've walked all this way, I don't know if you'll notice where my wind's blowing right now. It's almost directly on the lion, even though I've come what? I've been circling around this thing, right, for quite some time. I'm gonna bump into this kudu before I bump into this lion. All right, let's hope for that miracle. I think they think is supposed to happen so much in this game, where you pop out of the brush and there it is. Anybody over here worth shooting? What are you? Look at him go. I will say the Springbok are friggin' adorable. I like the raccoons, man. And the bunnies. Let's try not to get eaten. I know. Alright, you definitely don't need to be in the way right now. He's... my dog's going to be in the way no matter what. That's just the way this game is. See? Oh, did I miss? I missed. Whoa! I'm dead. Get him, dog. Get him. Get him. Yeah. I was knocked out by a lion, you guys. Oh, he's still yelling. You know what? I might be able to see the fool from the porch. That's going to be way too far. Yeah, I should have waited another second or two. Is that him? Well, I didn't really get the spot on him, did I? Yeah, there's my Springbok. That's where he was originally. Now we're just flushing out my curiosity. So yeah, so if you're a night hunter or you don't care about, you don't really have an opinion one way or the other, this is great map for that. Let's talk about the brush. There's parts of it, I think, like I said, along the river in particular, it's just too thick. Sometimes I think they get a little carried away with the trying to create certain experiences. This is the way I would put it. Yeah, let's get some vengeance. You might not have been the one that got me, but I got one of yours. Where are you, King? King of the Juggle? Mr. Murderer? Although, honestly, it was more like self-defense, right, guys? Look at him just coming over here. Let's see if they got any big bars in there. The male took off. He was full. I literally was the appetizer, or the, I can go get some springbok. Yeah, they like to hide in there too, I think. All right, I'm good. I'm good. Little vengeance was doled out to the pride. I'll take it. Hey, lady. 1,300 bucks. Oh, look at this murdering mess of purple. Let's go to the other lake. Change time, walk down the other lake, see if I can actually shoot a game spot. Get this video going because, yeah, I like to do a little hunting and talking, but this is a review. We should get to reviewing. So most of my time I've been spending here, like I said, looking for particular animals on the water, doing basically what you saw now. So we'll call that a good example of how Pizza hunts the map. After going through all the zones and stuff, I mean, yeah, there's definitely this feeling at times where you don't, you don't have a lot of animals to find. When I was doing the missions in particular, I have a lot of side missions left on this map, but it became pretty clear that there were going to be wide swaths of just openness where there's nothing going on, and you can wander around and look and hope for all day. You're not really going to find anything. So my first assessment was, I have a feeling I'm going to be coming back to this map to basically kind of like spot hunt, hunt particular animals at particular times, and I'm sticking with that. That first assessment. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what is going to be the case for me, and that's fine. I have other maps like that, and I enjoy hunting them like I do. I kind of feel Parquet might be like that too. A map that I enjoy with certain species on it that I particularly target and just kind of go to when I'm like, you know what, I think I'm going to go to Parquet. I think I'll go hunt some black buck or some water buffalo today, or I'm going to go on a lion hunt in Savannah. Let's get that Diamond Cape. You know what I mean? But as far as like adventuring and spending bad amounts of time, my first assessment I think was correct. Although I definitely would say I was in a more of a negative skew at that point where I thought, I'm not even sure I'm going to do much hunting here. No, I'll definitely be back. I'll definitely visit this map. And it'll be for maybe like one-off, 1 to 3 episode type hunts. And again, where the brush is thick, it's sometimes I think a little too thick. You've got all these lovely wide open spaces, but sometimes there's just nothing to see in them. And if you don't know, even if you want to run around looking and say, okay, so feed time for this animal is from 12 to 3. I mean, you're going to run through all of this open space of between 12 and 3. It'll take you a lifetime. This map is monstrous. So I wouldn't mind seeing a few more animals on this map, but that's not, this map is this map, and that's the way it's going to be. As far as the future is concerned, I'd like to see some other species, I mentioned before, I'd like to go on an elephant hunt. There are other species I would like to hunt. Cheetah. Leopards. Ugh. Well, whatever. Not really nailing them today. No, well, I've gotten a couple good shots. All right. Uh, but yeah, again, overall feel for me, this is going to be a map I visit for fun. This is a map where I make up little safaris and hunts in my head. Maybe do a little role playing. But a map that I just work and beat up constantly, nah, I don't, not going to happen on this one. And again, a lot of, some of it's the map itself. Like I said, I don't like this right here. And at times it can feel ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's one of those maps again where I feel like it's especially going to be particularly difficult and mean to like a newer player or a beginner. And everybody wants to go to Africa, so if you get this as part of your bundle, when you buy the game, you're coming here quick. I did. And it may be just a bit much for you. And it could even prove to be discouraging. So I will leave you to your thoughts on that. But I personally can see certain types of players and players in general finding some frustrating things on this map. Maybe I just barely gotten along. I don't think so. Where's my water? Hey guys. Where's my dog? What's he doing? Also, don't put the red on your dog here. The red color just doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, he's not even tracking anymore. All right, come on. So take that in consideration when you come here. That there could be periods, especially when you're new on a map, and anytime you get on a brand new map. There. Ah, see, I barely see this dog. Nope. I could definitely see this being a bit frustrating for people. Uh, Come on, Goofus. And so I would say, as far as a difficulty rating, if I was to give one to this map, I would say advanced. You don't even care, man. I'm probably back on the friggin' water at this point. Please come and eat me and relieve me of this stupid chase for this stupid deer I shot stupidly. Ah. I was just kidding. And see, part of me just wants to be like, forget it. I'm done. But then part of me wonders if that rumor is true. You know, is this animal gone from my map forever? Look at that. It's right into his butt. The thickest part. And I got a silver. Alright. Of course. I saw a little springbok head like right over that bush for just a second. Let's talk guns. What I have now isn't what I started out with, but it is probably what I would continue to hunt with on this map. So we have the 300, the 243, the crossbow, and the rhino. And that worked out well for me. But that means you're not shooting rabbits unless you're shooting them with the bow, which I do. Well, I'm sorry, with the crossbow. It'll be a dead bunny if you get it, believe me. But you could switch that out. I could change some things up, but I wanted the callers, you know, especially on a map where I'm doing a series on. I want to be able to call what I would needed to call. One nice thing about this map is the snort caller, I think it is, calls just about every animal on this map. So even the gemsbuck, which I don't think it says it does. So that's a nice bonus. But yeah, I was thinking, you know, like I said, back to that train of thought. I like an Africa with some elephants on it, uh, some, you know, zebra, sable, you know, more cheetah, leopard, hyena, and I get that, you know, yeah, you know what, I'm done. I get that not every region of Africa has all these animals. So, you know, give me another map. I say we need a second Africa map. I'd be perfectly good and happy with that. And I think a lot of other people would be too, so. And I don't have any kind of ethical problems with it. Obviously, I'm asking to be able to shoot elephants. Do I think you should shoot elephants in real life? No. Should I be able to blast like an entire herd in my video game? Yes. Yeah, that's basically my opinion on that. All right, 91, 92, a 4. There you go. Oh, there we go. Y'all should run. Oh, I wonder if they're frozen. Could be. What is wrong with this gun? Man, I am not hitting stuff with this 243 today. How do I not have these zones? Who knows? What do we think? Because I got the 243 to shoot that thing at almost 300 yards. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, he's dead too. All right. Couple of Gemsbach on the Gemsbach hunt. I feel like I'll just talk and finish out the video now. And I'm getting to the point, you know, where there's not much left to say, honestly. My overall thoughts on this map, as my personal opinion. My personally is, like I said, not going to be my favorite map. Not even going to be in the top 5. It's a fun map to hunt. It's a place on the spot hunt. It's got some really. It's fun to see the huge herds. It's fun to hear the stampede. You know, definitely a night hunter's paradise. You're gonna, you know, get into some situations that are hairy as far as like dangerous. You know, creeping in on some of these animals like the buffalo, the warthog, and the lions. And then you're gonna find some hairy, and as far as like you're just not gonna be able to see anything. You're gonna be down here in this tall grass or creeping along the edge of the river or just where these areas where you have these thick trees and brush. And it's going to be pretty tough to hunt. So like I said, I would call this an advanced map. I don't know if I would go as far as to say it's like a hard map. There are parts of Mississippi that I would consider to be hard, you know. I just want to shoot something with this 243 and see what happens. Finally, all right. So yeah, and they are stuck. I can't even. I'm too close to even. What are you? He's fleeing, guys. He's fleeing. What's the pressure like? It'll be number 3, right? You do what you want to do in this situation. I feel like I'm saving the poor guy. There you go. You're no longer stuck, my friend. Be free to respawn. Silver female. Yeah, you can come across a whole heart of those things glitched like that. The only thing I probably wouldn't do is shoot a diamond that was frozen. Because that seems a little cheap and silly to me. And you don't really feel like you won anything, you know what I mean? They really are just sitting here. Alright. I'm going to shoot this guy because I can, and I'm going to get the money, and it'll keep the pressure low because I got the bow, and blah, 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 and he's not He's a 3. Don't feel bad about it at all. Honestly. I'm kind of glad this happened, actually. Just because I've talked about it before, but I've never really been able to show it before. I mean, I guess if you shoot them all, you'll lose the zone. So, we'll call that good. Hell, I might have killed them all. I don't even know. Look at these things. Aren't they beautiful? Black, brown. Yeah, these things look really cool. I love all the different colors. They pay well. They kind of remind me of fallow deer, you know. Get a decent shot on a female, you're still getting close to $1,000. Yeah, I didn't get paid for that one. Always, I mean, for me in my game on the PlayStation 4, I gotta wait. If I try to pick stuff up, you know, I watch people on PC pick one up, pick one up, pick one up, pick one up, ding, 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 ding. Nah, I can't do that. But I don't give enough space and time picking up animals, so I don't get the money or the experience. But I would like to point out, as I stand by this box, right, looking out this way, that the animals were all over here. Yeah. Like I said, I just use them as indicators of a good spot. Just means Pete to come back here and shoot some more animals. It would be nicer if, you know, I knew that I was actually getting any of these zones. I got so excited after the patch, I did. I think a lot of people did when they told us that we would finally be able to see all the animals in our zones. And that was a lie. It was just a simple, straight up, forget you lie. They should have announced that there would only ever be 2 animals that you would ever be able to see in a zone. Because like many other people, I was excited to finally see those places where I knew I had 3, 4 zones, possibly 5. Stacked of 5 zones? What? Just look at this map. You got so many animals. With a limited amount of places for them to be, you know. Don't hear any growling. But let's peek over this ridge, see if I can see a lion. If not, I'm gonna head back to a campsite and probably wrap this up. And it's funny because I spent, you know, I definitely spent a lot more time on the Mississippi review, but I felt like there was a lot more to talk about there. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to walk up here. Follow the dog. Where you at, Lino? But this is what I'm talking about, and this is remindful of me of Mississippi, where you're in this really thick brush, you can't really see anything. Now, hunters like myself with ADD are just going to get up and start running around and not, you know, do it right. And again, I'm not getting any. So either you don't get the indicators for the lions as often as you should, or it's kind of like an ambient noise thing. Now there we go. So there's a lion over there, but I heard sounds from over here. And this wouldn't be too bad, right? Pretty thick, but at least you can see some movement and some animals in here. But anytime you get into these things where they just pump the brush up so badly, just to annoy you, just to mess with you, you know. Not really my favorite thing. Alright, I gave a rating to Mississippi. It feels kind of weird rating things, but I would go for. Alright, Mississippi I gave a 6.5. I gave it a 6.5 because obviously while I was playing with it, it was new release, so we had a lot of crashes going on. There was a lot of issues with animals disappearing, and when I say that, I lost a lot of crocodiles, and I didn't lose them because I shot them and they went under and died underneath the water or whatever they're saying. That seems real convenient, but oh, we have a glitch. No, it's they die. That's what it is. They went too deep and they died. Okay, whatever. I shot a bunch. They floated up to the surface and disappeared from my screen. You can go watch those videos. You can actually see it happen through the binoculars. Okay. And it happened with a couple other species too, but definitely the alligators. I mean, the hornet was disappointing. There's a lot of factors that are involved in that. So I'm going to go for a 7.5 on Africa, and I'll throw the caveat in as well that it could go up with further hunting, but I kind of not think so. I think 7.5 is a good one for this one. Great place to do some big game hunting, to use that 300, to get out here. If you like hunting animals that are dangerous, that it might kill you, there's 3 species on this map that will happily attack you. The pig attacks aren't too bad. You're not probably going to die. But that lion is an insta-kill, and if you fought any kind of buffalo before on any of the other map, well, then you know. Doesn't take much from those guys either, especially when you get 4 or 5 of them chasing you around. So yeah, a lot of excitement in that manner. And like I said, I mean, if you've been hunting Mississippi and Tarawara and you want to get out in some beautiful skies and sunshine, if you're hunting that thick Mississippi and you want to get out to some areas where you can get to some big open areas on a map, this is a good place to come. Yeah, I kind of like the way I'm thinking about it right now. This will sort of be like my vacation spot. This is where, like I said, I'm going to go on safari. I'm going to go get me some animals. I'm going to give me some lions, or I'm going to go on a true rat kudu hunt, or I'm going to, you know what I mean? And I like maps like that. It always feels good to just kind of go back to a favorite place or a place you enjoy and do specific hunting. The loadout here can, I had to make a choice. If you want to bring the Hornet instead of the 243, okay, but then you're going to have to bring something to shoot the 3s. So you're talking about the Solican, and then you're talking about like a 243 Solican 300 loadout. And depending on whether you have the perk or not, and how much you bring with you, a pistol and a bow. or I mean a pistol or a bow. You know, that's not my favorite way to set up. I mean, I found that the maps that where you have uh, level nines and level twos, I'm probably gonna shoot the nines and not hunt the twos. And that might be another reason why I don't think twos have been really my favorite animals to hunt, or animals I hunt very much at all. And it's just because more often than not, I'm going to choose the other species, the bigger one, the one that makes more sense and I'm more interested in killing. So, but really, I'm just getting ready to rag on the hornet, and that was a different map. Oh, anyway, mission wise, the main missions I thought were pretty easy. Unlike some maps where they give you some really goofy stuff to do or some really annoying stuff, I thought the main missions were pretty simple. Uh, the side missions have been easy. Honestly, I just got to shoot one more wildebeest at 164 yards. If you can find, I don't know where this bridge is. I'm not buying that. That doesn't seem too hard. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. But yeah, it's not asking me to shoot 14 coyotes in 14 different regions with the 270. It's there's some night hunting in there, but it's not like yeah, I got to get 7 of these. I don't mind the missions here. This is a good place to make money, experience as far as missions are concerned. And the main mission really didn't ever put me in too much danger. I think I only encountered lions maybe like twice. You know, so I don't know. Again, like I said, beginner map. If you want to come here and have some fun and just throw some lead out there and try to get a lion and see what you can do, especially if you don't have DLC, have fun. But I would come back when you're at least, I would say, you're getting your levels up to like at least your mid 20s to mid 30s. You got some perks in. You've got your wobble under control a little bit. Maybe you've added some power to your bow if you want to use the compound instead, or the long or the recurve. Um, but yeah, advanced map in my mind. And again, I wish they had sort of like a system that said, "Hey, when you come to Vorhunga, it's recommended for advanced players." If you go to the map, there's no real mention of difficulty. Deep within the southern African woodlands lies Virunga Savannah, a hunting reserve teeming with indigenous flora and fauna and offering a hunting experience like none other. The reserve spans over several biomes, covering the savanna, woodlands, fever tree forests, swamps, and scrublands. Avoid the scrublands. The open plains of Virunga are home to warthogs, springbok, blue wildebeest. The scrublands bustle with the activity of side-striped jackals and scrub hares, while the coasts and forests are home to the lesser kudu and the indomitable Cape buffalo. So yeah, there's probably way more Cape along the coast than I found. I got bored and tired of crawling through the crap. There's your honest assessment and review on that one. Yeah, the shoreline as far as the river around here is just a mess to hunt. It's really hard to see, and the zones aren't anywhere near the water, so I found it a bit difficult for myself. You've been warned, and maybe you're just like, that's it. I need to get in the thick brush and be killed by Cape buffalo. Get in there, look on the river, find some more zones than I did. But yeah, so map I hit sometimes to play with, come for certain species. Probably not going to be a big deal in my gaming. Um, Fun though, like I said, good vacation safari spot. Beautiful when you need to get out of the rain, or you can get out of the thick brush here when you're hunting the plains and the savannah. And you can see animals. You can take long shots here too. Attempted and taken a lot of long shots here. So that can be fun too. But yeah, overall, I'm giving it a 7.5. Uh, Fun map. Not one of my favorites, but it's a solid map for solid hunting when you feel like doing a little bit of of just going on safari, like I said, having a good time. So that's going to do it for here. Look for parquet and some red deer hunting coming up. And I'll check the comments real quick. We'll see if anybody had anything they wanted to say. But I'm getting a lot of these weird ads. I think they're ads. So, well, one person did. See, that's the problem. So one person actually wanted to hunt with me. Maybe, at a different time, I would hope. But, and yes, I do like to hunt with other people, and I do. But then I've got the one above it and the one below it, which I don't know what that is. And they just keep showing up. The other night I was trying to do it. I had like 10, 15 of those things on the feed, and I just turned it off. So, unfortunately, I have been missing the comments. And missing just joining in with people and playing and stuff. But like I said, and sometimes I'm doing what I'm doing now, or I'm just doing a video so I can have one in the pot. So, but Slayer, thanks for asking. I do hunt with other people. Appreciate the offer. If you catch me again sometime, or yeah, want to friend me or something, that's fine. I do like to hunt with other people. But let's change this back. No. East. There we go. And like I said, I think that's going to call it a video for today. And that's going to be the end of the series, at least for this series for Virunga Savannah. And like I said, I had a good time. It was enjoyable. There were moments of frustration and anger. I'll make this recommendation once again. If you come across episode 7, skip it and go to episode 7 redo. It's just better. How about that? In the meantime, you guys, I hope you're getting out there. I hope you're hunting. Broadcast your stuff. Put it out there. Let people see. You never know. You might find friends to hunt with, and you might, I don't know, get some views and have people checking you out. So, y'all be good to each other. Good hunting, and have a good day.